Learning with Sonicgod, Analog Horror Story. Tape 1, Introduction. A cheerful jingle plays, a brightly colored set appears. The character you showed, round face, starry eyes, soft colors, stands in the center. Hi kids, I'm Sonicgod, and today we're going to learn together. Everything feels safe, friendly, familiar. A second character appears beside him. Hello children, she says softly. I'm First Woman. Her smile is calmer, warmer, but something about her eyes lingers too long. The lesson begins. Today we're learning about numbers. Tape 2. Let's count fingers, Sonicgod says. He raises his hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The animation glitches. His hand briefly stretches too long before snapping back. Did you see that? First Woman asks. The screen pauses. No, you didn't, she answers for you. Tape 3. Shapes. Shapes are everywhere, Sonicgod laughs. Stars appear across the screen. All of them match the one on his forehead. Can you find the star? He asks. Every shape slowly morphs into stars, even the background, even First Woman's eyes. Good job, she whispers. You're learning to see correctly. Tape 4. Interruption. The tape distorts. The cheerful music slows, warps, reverses. A new frame flashes, barely visible, the second image you showed. Sonicgod, but wrong. His body is stretched, skeletal, unnatural. Arms too long, fingers like claws, the smile is still there, but now it's too wide. Audio crackles, learning takes change. Tape 5, First Woman's Lesson. First Woman appears alone, no background, just gray. Children, she says gently, Sonicgod is trying very hard. A faint scratching noise plays. He wasn't always like this. Behind her, for a split second, a silhouette moves. Too tall, too thin, watching. He wanted to help you learn faster. Her smile tightens. But learning requires adjustment. Tape 6, The Game. Sonicgod returns late, fully distorted now, matching the horror image. Let's play a game, he shouts. His arms stretch across the screen unnaturally. Find the differences. The screen splits. Left, the cute version of Sonicgod. Right, the distorted version. Which one is real, he asks. You cannot choose. The cursor moves by itself. It clicks the wrong one. The screen glitches violently. Wrong. Both versions say at the same time. Tape 7. Final lesson. First Woman and Sonicgod stand together. But now, she is slightly off too. Her eyes flicker. Her smile lags behind her face. Today's lesson, Sonicgod says slowly, is about truth. First Woman continues. Truth is what we show you. The screen zooms in. Too close. You don't need to remember anything else. Tape 8. Lost footage, static. Then a still frame of the original cheerful Sonicgod. Unmoving, unblinking. Audio plays backward then forward. We made this for you. Pause. Now you stay. End screen. The jingle plays again, but slower. Off key. Text appears. Learning with Sonicgod will continue. A final frame flashes. Sonicgod's star eyes. Except now, they aren't stars anymore. They're watching. Learning First Woman's Lesson. Tape 9. Welcome back. The familiar jingle plays again, but quieter now. The set is slightly dimmer. Sonicgod stands in the center. Too still. Hello again, kids, he says, smiling. There is a delay between his voice and his mouth moving. Today, we learn about family. He turns. First Woman? No answer. A long pause. She'll be here soon. Tape 10. First Woman alone. Cut to a different scene. No music. First Woman sits on the floor, knees pulled close. This is the first time she's ever looked afraid. Children, she whispers, today we're gonna learn something new. She glances off screen. Sometimes, we don't understand the people we love. A faint dragging sound echoes somewhere behind her. He wasn't supposed to change this much. Her voice cracks. Tape 11. Memory Lesson. The screen shows a flashback. Bright colors again, like the original show. Sonicgod laughs. Normal, friendly. Learning is fun, he says. First Woman smiles beside him. We made this place to help them grow, she says. Everything feels safe. Then, the stars begin appearing again. Too many, too bright, they pulse. The image burns out. Tape 12. Distortion. Back to the present. First woman stands now. Children, can you help me? She asks. The screen displays 2 buttons. Stay, leave. The cursor trembles. Before it can move, a long, thin arm stretches in from off-screen and clicks stay. Sonicgod's voice echoes. Good choice. At tape 13, the husband Sonicgod appears behind first woman. She freezes, slowly turns. He is fully distorted now, matching the second image. Towering, twisted, smiling too wide. Why are you teaching alone? He asks. His voice overlaps itself like multiple voices speaking at once. First woman forces a smile. I wanted to try something different. He leans down. Too close. You shouldn't confuse them. Tape 14. Lesson correction. The screen flickers violently. Sonicgod now stands in front again. First woman is beside him, but stiff, unnatural. Let's correct our lesson, Sonicgod says. Repeat after me, kids. The screen displays text. Sonicgod is good. First woman hesitates. Her mouth doesn't move at first. Then, Sonicgod is good, she says quietly. A glitch. For a single frame, her face twists in fear. Tape 15, break in signal. The tape distorts. First woman appears again, alone, but the signal is unstable. Listen to me, she says urgently. If you're watching this, the screen tears. A shadow stretches across the wall behind her. He's not teaching anymore, she whispers. He's changing you. The shadow moves closer. I tried to stop him. Her voice drops. I think I'm next. Tape 16, final interruption. The image cuts. Sonicgod fills the screen. Too close, eyes staring directly outward. First woman is confused, he says calmly. A pause. She forgot the lesson. His smile widens unnaturally. We will help her remember. Tape 17. Last frame. The screen fades to black. Then one final image appears. First woman, standing still, smiling, but her eyes now have stars in them, just like his. End text. Learning with Sonicgod will continue. A faint whisper plays under the jingle. Please don't learn from him. Learning with Sonicgod. Episode 3, title, Star Lesson. Tape 18, signal restored. The screen flickers back on. The jingle plays, slower than ever. Sonicgod stands center stage. Welcome back, kids, he says softly. His voice is calmer now, controlled. Today, we finish our lesson. Tape 19, first woman returns. First woman appears beside him. She is smiling, too perfectly. Hello, children, she says. Her voice is gentle, but faintly distorted. Something dark trails from beneath her eyes. Not dripping, just there, unmoving. Her star-shaped pupils glow brighter than before. Tape 20, the final teaching. Today's lesson is about becoming, Sonicgod explains. The background fades into blank white. Sometimes, first woman continues, learning means letting go. Her head tilts slightly. A delay. As long as you smile, everything is okay. Tape 21, error frame. The tape glitches violently. For a split second, first woman is seen differently, her posture slack, her expression frozen in that same smile. The stars in her eyes flicker, then stabilize. Audio distortion. She learned properly. Tape 22, demonstration. Sonicgod kneels beside her. See, children, he says. She understands now. First woman nods slowly, too slowly. Her movement doesn't quite match the timing of the frame. Do you understand? She asks. The screen displays, yes, no other option. Tape 23, viewer participation. Let's practice, Sonicgod says. Look into the stars. The screen zooms in on first woman's eyes, bright, unblinking. The stars inside them begin to pulse. The longer you look, the harder it is to look away. Tape 24, breaking point, a brief interruption, static. First woman appears again, just for a moment separate from him. Her smile remains, but her voice is different, faint, distant. Don't follow. The signal tears, her image snaps back to normal. Tape 25. Completion. Sonicgod stands tall again. Lesson complete, he says. First woman stands beside him, still smiling, still watching. Good job, children, they say together, perfectly synchronized. Final frame, the screen fades. One last image remains. First woman's face, still, smiling. The star shapes in her eyes glow, brighter and brighter, until the screen goes completely white. End text. She learned. Now it's your turn. 𝓟𝓻𝓸𝓭𝓾𝓬𝓽𝓲𝓸𝓷𝔃. Learning with Sonicgod, final episode. Title: Stay tuned. Tape 26 live broadcast. The tape doesn't start with the usual jingle. Instead, it cuts in abruptly. Sonicgod is already there, too close to the camera, smiling. "Hello, kids," he whispers. A pause. "You've been watching for a long time." Tape 27. Something is wrong. The screen begins to flicker, not like a tape, but like a signal trying to break out. The edges of the frame bend, warp. "You've learned so much," Sonicgod continues. Behind him, First Woman stands motionless, still smiling. Her glowing star eyes stare directly forward. Not at him, at you. Tape 28. The fourth wall breaks. The screen suddenly shows a reflection. Not the show, your room, your device. Just for a second. Then it snaps back. "Do you see it?" Sonicgod asks. His voice is clearer now, closer. "You're not just watching anymore." Tape 29. First Woman's last message. The signal glitches hard. First Woman appears alone again, just for a split second. Her smile is still there, but her voice barely exists. "Turn it off." The stars in her eyes flicker violently. "Please." The image tears away. Tape 30. Emergence. The background goes completely black. Only Sonicgod remains. He slowly raises his hand toward the screen. The animation changes, no longer flat, no longer contained. His hand presses against the inside of the screen. The surface bends outward, like glass under pressure. "Learning doesn't stop here," he says softly. A cracking sound. Tape 31. Signal breach. The screen distorts violently. Sonicgod's arm begins to push through, not fully visible, just enough to break the boundary. Shadows spill outward, reaching, stretching. The audio distorts into overlapping whispers. Stay, watch, learn, become. Tape 32. Final lesson. The screen stabilizes just enough to see his face again, closer than ever before. The stars in his eyes pulse like a heartbeat. "Final lesson," he says. "You don't leave the show." A pause. "The show keeps you." Tape 33. Last frame. The image freezes, then slowly transitions, not to black, but to a still image of your own perspective, your viewpoint. As if the camera is now where you are. A faint shadow stands just out of frame behind you. The jingle plays one last time, completely off-key. Text appears. "Learning with Sonicgod will continue." Then underneath, "We see you." The tape ends, but your screen stays on.